there's no one viewing right now. It's kind of early. Plus, I just started, so I'm sure no one will hop on here immediately, but I just wanted to make another video. It's kind of been driving me crazy. This, a lot of little things that people find, it's like a possible hint or possible this, like the lightning rod, getting shot on the clock tower. That one, everyone is kind of confused about that one. Glitching Queen says it's nothing, just, something that happens every once in a while, but they say that everything in the game is kind of, like put there for a reason, and I am pretty determined that there's a different step. I mean, whenever people found that clock tower getting shot by the Zeppelin thing, people were like, oh my god, going crazy over it. It was like headline news on YouTube and shit, new Easter egg, but it never led anywhere. But I've found another kind of little thing like that it doesn't seem like anyone's talking about it, and it'd be really nice. Sorry about that, 1 second, I got to blow my nose again. Alright, sorry about that, I had to blow my nose, but yeah, it'd be really nice if I could get some feedback on this other one, because I mean, like, I can understand the clock tower, no one can figure it out, we're having a really hard time getting the Zeppelin to even shoot the clock tower on the lightning rods, let alone figuring out what it does when it does it. But I've noticed that there are, to the point now, there are, your two sets of numbers that you have to put into the Voice of God machine. You've got the altars down on the left will light up on the notebook, whenever you got your 1, 2, 3 altars, that one of them is the Voice of God, and then after that you activate it again with the numbers from the pub to, activate the chandelier so that you can shoot the chandelier and charge it up so you can start the hardcore boss. But what no one's ever talked about is the fact, or unless I've just never noticed it, or never found a video, never paid attention, but what I've never heard anyone notice or mention is the fact that after you input that second set of numbers into the Voice of God from the pub and you confirm it, you're actually still able to change the numbers around after that and input a third set of numbers, and you're still able to confirm these numbers on the Voice of God. So far I've never been able to figure out what numbers to put in. I've never found any hints of where these numbers may be, but you can no longer change the numbers on the Voice of God after you complete the boss fight. Like, there is that point of no return that once you're past it, you cannot even change the numbers. So the fact that they still allow us to change them for a third set before the boss fight begins really makes me feel like there's something there. Like, we're supposed to be inputting those numbers again. Those plates on the ground, they light up, they shift, they move, they turn, and there's another person that I played with. It's actually kind of a funny story real quick. I played with this guy whenever I first started playing zombies. I mean, I had no idea what I was doing, and he took me down into the salt mine, and he showed me those murals on the wall, and then the paintings on the ground. Well, not really the paintings on the ground, but the light-up figures on the ground of all the birds and stuff. And he said, you ever notice how, like, one of these looks like Midnight, one of these looks like Reaper, etc., etc. Well, he, was saying that he feels like maybe there's a way to make those things move so that the birds line up with their murals on the wall in a way, like in the same order, and that maybe that there's something to do after that. Well, I feel like that's a really good guess, and his gamer tag is Gaming Yeti, Gaming Y-E-T-T-I, Gaming Yeti. He's a really cool guy. He taught me, that there's more stuff to look for, and he was showing me those murals way back in the day. And now I'm all the way up to Prestige 6. No, I did not use the sword glitch. I have people that will vouch for me because he was trying to drag my ass online to use the sword glitch, get some levels, and I told him that I was busy. I was hanging out with my little sister that night, and that I didn't feel like getting on, and he wouldn't tell me what it was for, so I never got on and used it. All of my levels are earned the normal way, so yeah, it's been quite a while since he told me that, and it just came back to my attention the other day because I was changing the, voice of God around for the second time. I input the numbers, and after I input it, I, activated it, it confirmed it, and I walked by it, and I noticed I could still change it, and I was reloading, and I accidentally changed the number. And I was like, oh shit, I accidentally changed the voice of God again. And it didn't really dawn on me at that point, because we were trying to start the boss fight, but after I started thinking about it again, I'm like, why would they allow us to change those numbers for a third time if there was no reason for it? Like, why would we still be able to change those numbers and confirm those numbers if there's no actual numbers to confirm? I feel like it would stop after we're done inputting numbers. The only thing so far that has kind of come to mind is maybe we have to, like, input the second numbers, or the first set of numbers again, or maybe there's something hidden around the level that we just haven't found as far as numbers to put in. But I really feel like there's something behind that third set of numbers. The developers already said that there's more to find as far as Easter eggs in this map. The only hidden one that's out of the notebook that we found so far is these money bowls where you drop jolts in them. There's one here. There's one up outside. Here, I'll actually run to it so that I can explain the difference. There's that one. There's this one up here, which is kind of by the covered truck, the big deuce-and-a-half engine over here. Right here. So there's this one here also, and all you're going to do is kind of like stand here next to it, aim at it, and drop jolts in it. Right now I don't have a 250 to go in it. Here we go. I'll show you what that little animation looks like. Oh, as soon as I get a kill. Oh, I hear one behind me. There we go. Okay, so yeah, what you're going to do is you're going to come over here. It's kind of bloody red, but you're going to drop in. You'll see the money fly up like that. That means that you've successfully dropped the points in there. There's, like I said, the one in the morgue, the one right there, there's one right here. And there's also one in the back of the pub, like right next to the perk machine, against the opposite side wall, right on that broken door, or broken wall that you can use as a door exit. And those 4 bowls, you do like I just did. You drop 250 points in each bowl, and what it does is it unlocks the chance to pull out the classical PPSH, or the classic, I should say, the classic PPSH from the mystery box. It unlocks a chance to get it. So people have also said that they feel like there's something there to, like, maybe you get that PPSH for a reason. I mean, it is a bit of work to put in all those money bowls and unlock a chance at a gun for it to do absolutely nothing. I remember on one of the other zombies there was that one weird-ass gun that you had to unlock, and it kind of like shot water or something, and you'd shoot it at those pods on the ground, and it would grow the pods, and it was also part of an Easter egg step. So people are kind of going, they've done it before in the past. They put a special gun in there just to unlock one step in an Easter egg, and it's possible that the classic has another step to it too, but no one really knows. I feel like maybe they hid the Easter eggs a little bit too well in this one, and people are just expecting it to be easy to find out. They want to like run around and shoot everything and have it unlock, or run around and hit it, or look at it with a Brenner head and just have it pop open, like all the easier steps. But I think there's some stuff in here that's really hiding. Oh, got a little bit of a cough going. Oh, got me. Damn pest. Just trying to play with one hand. Look at my phone real quick. That was all me. Thank you. But yeah, so anyway, it'd be really nice if anyone happens to view this video or this stream at any point. If you know anything about Easter egg hunting, maybe some feedback on the voice of God thing. I mean, it just seems really peculiar to me that out of all the stuff that they put in here, all the stuff that, you know, kind of stops after you do that step. I mean, you find 3 tops and you put them in, and it's not like you go around and find 3 more tops. It's over. But I mean, there's also the 3 steps to opening the salt mine. You know, you got clear the sewers, open the bunker, open the salt mine. You got 3 steps to your weapon assembly, the gun core, the gun barrel, and assembling the Tesla gun. You've got the 3 altars down in the salt mines that you have to activate. You've got 3 batteries that you have to get off of the Zeppelin. You've got 3 tops, 3 enigmas. I mean, there's a lot of 3 revolving in this game, and I just think it's really odd that there's only 2 set of numbers whenever you can input a 3rd. So, I mean, I just feel like there's definitely something there, and it'd be really nice to figure out what the hell it is, because we could have a whole new step to a whole nother Easter egg step here and not even know it. Oh, hey there. Let's not go down. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I had to say. I mean, I'm excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and keep streaming just in case this group does happen to get to that point of inputting that second set of notes from the voice of God. That way I can kind of show you what I'm talking about as far as that goes. But I'm pretty sure anyone who's done the hardcore Easter egg has probably noticed that after they put in that set from the pub, they can still alter the voice of God. And it just makes me feel like there's something there. Hey, I'm running, people. I'm trying. Doing my best. I was really far away. Gotcha both, barely. Oh my goodness. Everyone get armor. There we go. Alright, let's get me some armor. But yeah, I mean, I think it's trippy. Oh, hey, what do we have here? Some laundry. What's down here? Alrighty, this one's done. Also, I feel like the painting inside of those safes that you shine the Brenner head on, it kind of reveals that painting. It almost looks like finger painting to me, but in blood. That whole 73110 and all the writing that's inside, like in here, whenever you shine the Brenner head, it doesn't just reveal those fingerprints if you paid attention. It reveals like a bunch of writing all over, and there's some numbers underneath the tumblers. It always reads 73110, and obviously 73110 is not the code every time to open that thing up. So I'm kind of curious as to what it is actually for. There we go, he's dead. He's dead, he's dead. Calm down, people. I've got the head already. Leave my buddy Wilson there. I'm gonna need him later. Hello, Wilson. Hi, Wilson. This is my buddy Wilson. I like to take him for runs. He likes to feel the wind in his neck hole. He is my Wilson buddy. And his little dingle dangly flops around whenever you run with him, because it's like, whee! Oh, that don't feel good. We're gonna drop that. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and beat the shit out of some zombies. Alrighty, so we got blue, blue, green, red. Hey, that was the same code as last night. I really hope someone like opened up the front and back to the Pack-a-Punch. Oh no, not even. Well, hopefully someone opened up the back. Because I don't have enough points right now. Blue. Oh, of course not. Okay, let's see, there's one. Blue, blue. Might not make it this run. Green. Now, hopefully somebody's at that last switch to throw it onto red. Because I may not make it up there in time at this rate. Oh, of course not. Okay. And red. Stay, 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 stay. Oh, barely got it. Whew. 'Twas a close call. So, I'm gonna go ahead and take a hit before I start this, so unless someone else starts it. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. Do this the easy way. Okay, Pack-a-Punch is, or not Pack-a-Punch, but Free Fire's just about over for now. My phone is so funny sometimes, so I get notifications for certain videos, like recommended this, recommended that. For some reason, it recommends my own videos to me, my own streams. It just popped up, it's like, recommended for you, possible new Easter egg? By Gwaslin, live stream. Hey, look at that, this is pretty cool. This is something else. I've never got it pegged this good. Shoot at this bastard. That was hilarious. Oh my god. That alone just made my morning. I am so happy to have captured that on stream. I mean, I constantly try to tell people if you just piss him off and stay close to him, it's really hard for him to actually turn and hit you. Well, that motherfucker, he was turning hard. We were on like a little racetrack right there, just chasing cat and tail. Cat and mouse. Dog chasing tail, that was beautiful. Oh hey, we're all done here. I don't even know why I'm still here. Everyone kinda left. I'm just having so much fun watching that, thinking about that frickin' Woosling running in circles with me. Oh, that just made my day. And after the hell of a rough week I've had, and after the talk that I had with my parents last night, it's nice to have something to fucking laugh at. Hmm. See, what I really wish is that there was just like some random number somewhere that no one could really figure out. Some some random ace, two. Hmm. Ace, queen, two, jack. I wonder what some of these other ones are. You know, it just kind of struck me as I said that I wish that there was like a set of four or something around, you know, that no one's quite figured out yet. Well, you know, there are those playing cards. There's four of them, and they are around the level. And I think they're always the ace, two, queen, and jack. Obviously, interacting does nothing. Flamethrowers, grenades, I've tried all that before. I've even tried shining the Brenner head on them. They don't do anything special. But, you know, ace could be considered a 1, 2 is a 2, but the queen and jack are so high that they're up above 9 and 10, which isn't going to be on the voice. So, kind of destroys that theory, but it would have been nice. There's also clocks around the map. Let's go see what some of those clocks say. Of course, none of them are on the exact time, and I think a lot of them are set for like later in the day. Yeah, see, so that one's like 1:32. This one's like 6, 42 or 43. This one here is like 10:38, 10:39. So yeah, that's kind of hard to input to a voice of God. Oh wow, I like how no one even activated the secondary lightning rods. This group is so on top of shit. I thought we were done there, but no, we didn't even activate the secondaries. What level are these guys, really? Come on now, at least the Prestige 1 should have known better. Can't tell me he's never down the boss. But yeah, so it's like, these things are here. Obviously we can't change them before we activate the other altars, because they don't want us to just do that like right in the beginning. But my point is they would turn it off if there's nothing that you can do with it at that point. Like, right here, it's not active, we can't touch it. But whenever it does go active, don't you think that it would stop working once it completed its mission of activating the chandelier so that we can shoot it and get the gem? I mean, don't you think that would be the end? But everyone keeps talking about that hilt. And yes, that it's possible it may be in one of the DLCs, you know, the first DLC we may see, or not the hilt, the blade, my bad. There's the hilt with the blade missing, and I mean, the regular Easter egg, we get the hilt. The hardcore Easter egg, we get the hilt with the gem. And like a lot of the big YouTubers have been saying, you know, there's possibly DLC 1 or 2, we will see the blade put into the sword hilt, or possibly, you know, there's something to do with that, and then maybe Barbarossa awakening. Personally, I feel we already awakened Barbarossa. I feel that by bringing Klaus back with the Ravenhair's gem, we actually bring Barbarossa back in a way. I feel like he is then controlling Klaus from wherever his eternal slumber place is. I think that that's why Klaus says something about the voices, that he must go to them, and for us not to follow him, he must go into the dark. And you know, whenever we jump in that flame pit, we hit the fucking button and it blasts us out and it doesn't even hurt us. It's actually part of getting the blue enigma if you want it to get the record, and it's actually in this sign. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of get down in the hole, line yourself up with it. I usually aim a little bit to this side. I activate the trap, and then I hold squares. I get, oh, well, I stepped a little bit off to the side. But you hold squares, you get blasted up there, and as long as you're somewhere near the sign, holding square in the air, you will get this Enigma to drop. It's blue. It tells you the time for the green top that would go in the middle if I were to have collected it, but yeah, point is, there's that blue Enigma, there's the fire trap. The fire trap doesn't, you noticed it didn't hurt me. I mean, the fall coming back down hurt me more than the trap, so why exactly would it kill a guy who has been revived, has this, like, impenetrable red aura going on with him that somehow gives us, like, unlimited free fire ammo? Why would a fire trap kill him when it doesn't even kill us? When he survived being inside of the fucking boss for 3 battery charges. I mean, he was still alive that whole time, unless I'm mistaken, but it seems like he kind of dies a little bit too easy after you save him by jumping in there. I kind of think that he was told to go in there and it brought him somewhere, like maybe teleported him to where Barbarossa wanted him, but I don't think it actually killed him. I think that's all just people getting ahead of themselves and being like, oh no, you know, they just made it way too easy, they wanted it to be hard, they amped us all up, and now it's just a load of crock, and it's like, no, we can't find it yet. I mean, there's obviously still more to do on here. They wouldn't have made it that short with all of it being right in the notebook. I mean, there's just no way. Like I said, the money bowl, like those, not even on that fucking notebook, and people just found those after they were getting all pissed off, after everyone was upset because the Easter egg was solved so easy. Okay, except for it's not solved. I mean, we got the main one, the regular and the hardcore, but what about all the hidden shit on here? I mean, you can't tell me that some of those little hints are absolutely nothing. I mean, this here, oh, nope, not that window. This here, I mean, this is just, I don't give a shit what anyone says. That is way too intricate to be nothing. There is absolutely no reason to put, like, a stamp on a window. They could have put one of these, or one of these, or one of these, and just copied the code up there, but instead, they put, like, an intricate little design up in there. And I'm like, you can't tell me that ain't nothing. As far as these I-beams, now those I have no idea. I mean, those are all over the place on speculation. Like, people are like, oh, they've got to be something, they're everywhere. But, you know, so are lights, so are these hooks. I mean, we're not looking at these hooks and these saws and these lights and going, oh, well, they put, you know, 17 lights in here, that must mean something. Well, not really. I mean, it doesn't have to mean anything. I mean, the thing with the I-beams is they appear so randomly. Like, a lot of times I'll notice that they're on, like, you know, above one of these pipes or over near something like this, you know, the buy box. You can see one hiding back there, one right here. And I mean, yeah, there's no real reason for them as far as, you know, back in the day, they wouldn't have built a wall with an I-beam sticking out like this on a tiled wall like this. But as far as this goes, yeah, there were times where they would use like a big old chunk of I-beam and they'd cement it and it would just hang out the other side, and it would go through the wall on the other side to be carried on as a support, sometimes for a floor, sometimes, you know, to hold the roof up, whatever. They'd use I-beams. The I-beams, you know, just, they don't really get to me that much. But other people, it drives them crazy. But that whole voice of God thing, that drives me crazy. I'm like, why could you input a third set of numbers if there was no third set of numbers to input? You know, these things too kind of bother me. Let's see if these ones break. Nope, they do not. So, see, there are a lot of glass bottles, and this one kind of, you know, this whole thing here, this whole area just kind of draws my attention every time, because there are multiple wheelchairs around the map. not so many that like you feel like it has something to do. But I mean, those bottles that I was just shooting at in there, there's like one right here that is an exact match. It does not break. I remember seeing the other ones around the level somewhere, but as you can see, like most of the normal bottles, like that one I just shot, they shatter whenever you shoot them. So why would they put very specific looking, almost like, if you look at it close, it almost looks like it's got metal casing stuck to the side or something. Or that, or it's just like a very intricate glasswork. But it doesn't break. And I'm going, you know, to put all this breakable stuff in the level, like this here, to put all the breakable everything in the level, all the movable stuff, why would they have certain types of bottles that do not break whenever you shoot them? And this one just kind of draws my attention, I mean, because, oh goodness, let me out. So I'll go back over there and I'll talk to why it draws my attention so hard. So over in here, we've got this wheelchair, we've got the teddy bear, we've got the 3 glass bottles in there, and also we've got the Enigma, and here sometimes, but up on this wall we also have this deer head. Now, that deer head mounted shows up in more than one place. That deer head also shows up, oh, well I guess I talked the other guy into leaving. Probably drove him crazy with my constant Easter egg talk. Unfortunately now, after 15, we will be stuck with the pest glitch, where we're stuck with the noise the whole time, so I may or may not stay, depending on how fast we get this done. But yeah, so you've got those 3 bottles that can't be broken. You've got this Gwaslin here that's pissing me off. Okay, anyway, so you got 3 bottles, can't be broken. You got a wheelchair, you've got this bear, you've got this head. The head shows up in Straub's office down in the morgue. This bottle here is a breakable one. So yeah, but anyway, you've got this funky looking deer head that shows up down here. Let's see, where is it? It's up here. Right there. Okay, let's get out of here before I die. I know I'm going through a lot of armor at this point because I'm trying not to move too much. I don't have my sprint perk. I really should go grab that. Okay, let's go down there and save these guys. Oh wow, yeah, it's 16. I can no longer one-shot those guys with my shovel. Better go hit Pack-a-Punch. Was that thing ever even started? Yeah, okay. Should be alright over there. Hey, pop the trap in the lab if you're having trouble. We'll draw most of them in. Oh, there it goes. I'm on my way back. But anyway, yeah, it would really be nice to get a group of people together who like to actually hunt for the Easter eggs. Most of the time I just pop into a public match in the morning because no one's ever on. I'm almost there. There we go. There you go, your Tesla gun barrel's picked up so you can upgrade your gun. Whoever that was working on that. But yeah, there's just, anyway, like I was saying before, there's the, that deer head shows up over there in Straub's office. The wheelchair shows up empty in the lab also, or in the Yeah, in the lab. Upstairs in the lab, kind of back by that switch that you have to flip for the salt mine doors. The teddy bear, I think there's one up in the toy shop if I'm not mistaken. The glass bottles appear all around the level. Yep, here he is. And so it's kind of like, you know, you got this teddy bear that shows up there. You've got all these Jack-in-the-Box parts in here. You've got the teddy bear that shows up there and inside. You got the bottles all around the level. You got this statue here, which is actually kind of like the same kind of statue that you break open with the Brenner head to unlock the Midnight. So it's kind of like this location has a lot of things that match either Easter egg stuff or kind of like a hint at it. And so this location always kind of draws my attention. And I'm constantly looking. I mean, you've got the lights on the front that you have to shoot for the other pet's battery also. I mean, this is just like a magnet for shit to happen. Like, it makes me feel like there might be something else in here, or at least another hint has something to do. I mean... Ow, that big bastard's still alive too? Oh, and those earthquakes? Please. Like, you cannot tell me those earthquakes are absolutely nothing. No one has figured that out, but the characters all hint at it. Just like the Zeppelin coming back around the first time whenever you first activate the, what is it, the power switches or whatever? Yeah, to start the lightning rod defense, and it, you know, your characters say, oh, Zeppelin's not supposed to be here right now. I'm like not even playing. Oh, hello there. Unfortunately, I probably will end up leaving this game shortly so that I can see if I got any buddies online. Reloading! Okay, I got the battery. Going through the back door of the lab. Watch out, I'm gonna be popping this trap. I'm popping the trap, popping the trap. So glad I killed him, or didn't kill him. I was like, I'm so glad he died on the other side and it wasn't me. Alright, you can go revive him if you want. I should be good with these traps going. Well, we almost tried. Alright, so let's go back on up top real quick and shoot down that battery again. Alright, so let's see. So yeah, anyone who's viewing right now, if you're just joining, and if you're up to speed on the broadcast and not behind, then... Oh, battery is back on the bridge. Very nice. Very rarely get to see it back here for an actual drop where you get to charge it. Of course, it's also one of the worst spots because it is so far away. Okay, here we go. Going for a nice long jog with this thing. Every time I'm carrying this thing, it feels like it needs the Rocky theme song, like do 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 do. Do 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 ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum. Oh yeah, by the way, I always go around the back there because I'm used to running it alone. If you run, you know, around this way and drag them all around that sword hilt, you can usually get back to it alone without having too many on you, if any. Oh, it says survive, so we gotta end the wave. There you go, person who died earlier. You're back. It should be like 5k for melee in one of those bastards. I wonder if I can shoot it with this thing. Hey, I can. Good to know. Oh yeah, I was gonna go get another gun and pack a punch it. That's right. Oh well. Oh, of course. Almost had that bastard down. Where is it? There it is. Okay, there's that first one. Ooh, kaboom. Ooh, someone's on free fire with the midnight. I do that. Alright, that one's down. Should be in the courtyard. And you know, I almost wonder if these guys actually knew what they were doing when they started creating these things, because I hear a lot of mention of, you know, the gates of hell being open, like especially whenever you bring Klaus back and you're escorting him. If you listen to him, he actually says almost the exact same thing that the guy just said, you know, that something about hell and that he's gonna bring him to hell. Something about opening the gates of hell. Like, Klaus says, you've opened the gates of hell and I've come to bring you through them. So, I mean, that one's pretty blatant. He's, like, flat out stating that this has come from hell and he's gonna bring him back with him. Which, you know, is kinda also the reason why I'm like, he's obviously not dead whenever he goes into that fire trap, because if he was just gonna go kill himself, he wouldn't be saying like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna take you to hell, I'm gonna take you there, and blah blah blah. Well, he would say something more along the lines of, I can't believe you did this, I'm, you know, I can't live like this, blah blah blah, and then he'd go suicide. But for him to say you know, I'm gonna take you to hell, etc., etc., and then he just disappears. Yeah, he's not dead. Where did my Brenner head? There it is. Brenner head. See, that's the other thing, is it really sounds like that noise is coming out of that tube. This one here. It sounds like the sound, that song, is coming out of that thing. Which kind of confuses me. Okay, anyway. Moonbird is 1. So we're not gonna have to worry about Moon. Eagle is 4. So we got 1, 4, 5. Oh, this buzzing is driving me crazy. See, that's the one thing I hate about the host migration. Whenever it migrates host, the script or whatever it is in the coding, so 1451, the script or whatever gets all messed up and it doesn't end, so it's like the code just keeps running for playing that sound, and it'll actually stack up. So like if you get a host migration at wave like 3, you're basically talking about an entire game where you're listening to this buzzing sound, because it doesn't just stop. I mean, like, after the next pest wave comes around, it adds another one. After the next pest wave comes around, it adds another one. So, okay, so Moon was 1, this one was 4. This one... Oh, I think this one was also 1. I think this was the 5. Moon, Eagle, Swirly, Zappy, 1451. So, yeah. See, so now what we're going to do is we're all going to take out our Tesla gun and shoot this here bubble. But we all have to 3-do it at one time. Oh, I hear a Brenner. I actually need to go pack a punch this gun real quick. Fuck it. I'll do it without it. Alright, Tesla gun's out. Oh shit. Kill this fucker first. Oh shit. Yes, just what I needed. I've got like no perks. Not gonna happen. Nope, they ain't taking me down at this wave. Come on. Oh, I'm down. Yeah, that's one reason why you should save a zombie at the end of the wave to do this, because trying to do it in the middle of a wave, especially whenever you push them this far, there's gonna be a lot of fucking zombies down there. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this broadcast. Just gonna end this broadcast, and I might do another one. 18 headshots. I love how like none of my kills are ever fucking headshots because I use that shovel for so long. But yeah, I might go ahead and end this broadcast and I'll start up a new one.